If I had to describe Seething Basil in a nutshell, that poor glazed ham. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Sunbreak hunters all! It is time for Title Update 1. It is here, and it is already proving to be absolutely incredible. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, as they tend to be, because having first things second would go against all laws of logic. Sorry. Is our first monster up, Seething Basil. Talk to Arlo when you get in game, and then he'll have you talk to Bahari, and Bahari will introduce you to your new anomaly research quests, but we don't care about that for now, because we've got a Seething Basil to put down. Chite will give you the hunt, and off we pop. Oh yes. He is a handsome devil in Sunbreak. Seething is looking incredible, and I do mean it. His purple, rose flower bombs are, I actually kind of want to say they look better in Sunbreak's more vibrant, colorful, stylized aesthetic than they did in Iceborne. Seething himself is bringing everything we knew and loved from the original, but honestly, I realize we've only had, two incarnations of him, the first in Iceborne and now in Sunbreak, but this is better in every way. He feels way more threatening, he is incredibly quick, especially for a Basil, and he does so much damage! Oh my, but that said, he still is very manageable. You just gotta kind of take your time and not get reckless. But the amount of new attacks are amazing. There's like a new half-bombing run that just, while flying, he sort of scrapes his belly along the ground in a line of explosions, which is fantastic. He is constantly charging backwards and forwards. Like, it is genuinely relentless, is Seething now, and it feels like such a fun fight, especially for Great Sword and Strong Arm stance, or anyone with a counter. You're gonna have a good time here. Oh, it's nice to feel the kind of pressure from a monster that Seething provides, and it kind of makes me shudder for the metal rafts and Lucent to come. But for now, yeah, his big nuclear drop is fantastic. The actual size of his explosions, I am convinced, are bigger than they were in Iceborne. It really feels like nowhere is safe when he starts throwing them all around the place. Like, I genuinely had so many panic moments of, oh god, where is the safe spot? And as it turned out, the safe spot was on the cart back at Tent. Basically, he is a lovely introduction to the tempo of the title update. No follow-on arena yet, nothing crazy new or ridiculous, but just a really cool version of a really cool monster and a really solid incarnation of both him and his fight, and I, for one, am right pleased. So then, that moves us on to his armor, his weapons. How is his gear looking? Well, Pride. I love that that is the name of it. That is a powerful armor set name. And the armor set, you'll be happy to know, is kinda it's bad. It's not great. It's alright. It's nothing that's gonna blow you away, but I also kind of expected that, because Seething armor was never that great, and when we're gonna get Lucent and Silver Rathalos, they are probably going to be the big boys, oh my god, we're all upgrading to them armor sets of this title update. But hey, we do have Guts. That's coming back thanks to Seething, and all 3 ranks of it do the same effect, but they let you be lower and lower health and not get one shot, which is nice. It's a useful utility skill, and honestly, with how hard the title update monsters are hitting, it might well be worth picking up a couple points just to make things more comfortable. But as it currently stands, none of these pieces are really kind of singing out, crying out to be used. The slottage across them is just kind of fine. Again, Nothing ridiculous. I will admit that the legs in particular are definitely worth a special mention, as they contain a good bit of both Stamina Surge and Stamina Thief, as well as that one rank of Guts. So if you are a weapon that both likes stamina and does exhaust damage, which I realise is perhaps a niche overlap, they are quite a fun consideration. But other than that, the weakness exploit piece isn't really that great either, and we don't really need earplugs in a world of 80 billion counters on every single weapon that kind of ignore RAWs as it currently stands. So it looks fantastic, the fashion hunters will all be happy everywhere, but I don't think we'll be improving essentially many sets outside of niche situations thanks to this armor, which is a little bit of a shame. But that said, this is the taster, right? This is the hors d'oeuvre. This is to whet your appetite of both the horror and beauty to come. For now though, the weaponry. It's good. Like, it's solid. It's really solid. They are very competent blast weapons. Longsword in particular is quite neat, 340, little bit of purple, they've got their 2-slot rampage slots, which is nice, though we'll have to see if that's as relevant as it used to be once we get into curio weapon crafting, which of course will bring you a complete guide on, but still, yeah, they are fine. The only reason I'm kind of hesitating to go, well, I can definitely see a couple of them being used, I can see a few of them being worth building around, perhaps best for a couple weapons, is again, I feel like the Silver Rat, the Lost and Lucent Nagakuga weapons are immediately gonna take that spotlight, so it's harder to get excited about the Seething Basil weapons. But that said, they are very, very solid blast choices, and at the very least compete handily with Scorned Magnamalo. A little bit less purple, a little bit worse slots, but that more raw damage, they're about on his tier, which kind of makes sense because Basil is technically a Master Rank 10 monster and Scorned is 100, so yeah, it's a little bit of a flat line and a side grade, but they do look badass, so if we eventually get layered weapons, that would be pretty damn cool. We also then get ourselves a few new decorations, which is actually quite exciting. We finally can actually slot in Charge Master, and I say finally, it's so bad. It's a fun concept, but the actual damage it has is so bad, so perhaps not. However, big artillery, big quick switch, big true shot are all fun decorations to have and will definitely open up set building. Honestly, his decorations are going to do more for sets than his armor and weapons will, and hey, that's not a bad thing inherently. He at least is bringing stuff to the table that we can't get from any other monster. I think the quick switch big decoration in particular is obviously going to be lovely for you switchy weapons out there. And that is about that. That marks the start of the title update, the new monsters, the new systems, the new endgame, and basically, yes! Stick around then for all of the upcoming guides, looks at the other monsters, and so on and such forth, and all the new best builds. You know the drill, hit the bell, subscribe, like if you've enjoyed this, consider supporting the future of this channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.